Okay, on this week's episode, we've got rock stars and we've got music. You're not going to want to miss it. This is What's Up Sioux Falls. Welcome to the show. I'm Jason Davis. Admittedly, that intro might have been a little bit of bait and switch, but now that I've got you, we're going to have a lot of fun. I'm joined today by owner and proprietor of Crosstown Vinyl, Steve Zastrow.
Hey, Jason, how you doing?
Good.
Good.
Thanks for being here.
You bet, thanks.
A lot of you may recognize Steve as the co-host of the legendary White Wall Sessions. We're going to save that probably for a future episode.
All right.
Which will be fun.
You bet.
But Steve, at some point, you decided you wanted to open your own record shop just a few years ago. And I'm going to go ahead and answer the question for you why you wanted to open a record shop. It's because records are awesome.
They are awesome.
They are awesome.
You are correct.
Okay, end of episode. So Steve, jumping into the vinyl thing, admittedly, this episode is a little selfish for me because I'm a vinyl junkie. And this shop,
cool.
Your
Very
shop
cool.
is just so cool. But you wanted to, first, just briefly tell us why you wanted to open your own shop. But more importantly, I think it was like 12 years ago-ish that vinyl started making a comeback. And I mean, why do you think that was?
Well, I think a lot of people that grew up with a screen in front of them all the time with a computer and the phone and everything, they want something more tactile experience, and records are definitely that. It's a mechanical, electrical thing, you know, and it's just got really superb sound quality too.
It does. That's one of the things that I love about it. It really does sound better.
It does. If you've got a good setup and everything's aligned properly and stuff, you can make a connection with analog a little bit better than you can with digital music.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. In your shop here, not only do we have vinyl, but one of the other wild things just in the last few years, tapes. Tapes are making a comeback.
Yeah, cassette tapes. We sell a lot of used cassette tapes here, and it is a little bit surprising to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there was a movie here a few years back, Guardians of the Galaxy, where they were driving around and the guy was sticking a cassette in the dash of his spaceship, and
in the Walkman.
Like overnight, that made cassette interest bloom, you know.
Wild. I just saw a report that CD sales now, it's just a big cycle, right? CD sales have increased for the first time in 17 years.
CDs are going to make some level of a comeback as well. There again, it's a physical thing. You know, a lot of people still have players in their car. That's what cassettes are too. People actually have them in their car still. So they'll buy a few to check them out and decide if they like the format.
Yeah. As is tradition on What's Up Sioux Falls, Steve, what advice would you have for somebody that wants to start their own small business?
Well, I'll tell you what, there is no smaller business than this. It's just me, you know. But I talk to my friends about this quite a bit. If you have an idea for a business, try to make sure there's really a market for it before you get started. Don't depend on just your friends and your social media friends. That may or may not be enough people to make a go of it. So do your research very carefully. Make sure that whatever your business isn't too crowded already, or that you have some kind of a special little twist to your idea so you can compete. And you know, I encourage everyone to try it if you can, but just be careful and do a lot of research before you get started.
Excellent advice. All right, the last thing, Steve, I teased it in the intro. You have had a number of musicians, rock stars, stop into your shop. Who have you had in here?
We really have. It's amazing. You never know. It makes for a fun day whenever there's a concert in town. At our first location, the biggest ones were like a couple guys from the Foo Fighters came in. That was just crazy. Billy Corgan from Smashing Pumpkins came in. A couple guys from the Trans-Siberian Orchestra came in. And then in this new location now, we've had a couple guys from America, a couple guys from the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, and just recently Lawrence Gowan, the keyboard player from Styx, came in. And that was so cool. He was such a nice guy, gave me tickets for the concert, and Came back actually 2 days in a row. He was in town a couple days early, and he was picking up some 78s. He's got an old Wurlitzer jukebox that plays 78s only. So that's what he was shopping for. And yeah, it's really incredible. Like when I posted a picture from when the Foo Fighters stopped in, normally on my Facebook, I'll get a couple hundred likes. And there was like tens of thousands on this one because all their friends picked it up, or their fans picked it up and started sharing it. And that was an exciting day. Very cool. And all those musicians, they were down to earth. Oh yeah, Robert Cray came in as well to the old location. And they all just love music still. And on, you know, a couple hours off in the afternoon, they come in and buy records.
Man.
Very fun.
Absolutely. If that right there does not prove to you that record stores are where it's at and are cool, nothing will. So stop in to Crosstown Vinyl, and if you aren't already a vinyl head, maybe you will become one because it's where the cool kids are. Okay, Steve, tell us and tell the audience where they can find, if they want to check you out online before they stop into the store, where can they go?
All right, just go to Facebook, Crosstown Vinyl, or Instagram. Facebook is the best one. We put a weekly flip of the new arrivals every Wednesday night at 6 o'clock. And if you see something you like, I can hold it for you for a few days. And otherwise, just come on downtown here, 326 East 8th Street in the Crane Building, right across from 8th and Railroad. So stop in anytime.
Fantastic. All right, Steve, thanks again for being here. Thank you for joining us on another episode. Don't forget to check us out on all of your favorite social media and subscribe on YouTube. We'll see you next week.